Alright, I think we're recording. They changed the... Okay, sorry. So, the main 2 points of this video, Papa John, my ugly bitches. By the way, semiotics means... What's it mean? Okay, but anyway, allow me, if you may. Kinky game on also. The main 2 points of this video are: number 1, to be on the same page. Let's start with that, because I'm having a brain fart and I was about to go to sleep. Hold on a second. And I'm going to commit this to record. The other point was... Okay. Well, I would say that the other point of this video is for you to choose between 2 videos, okay? And I'm even going to make it easy for you. I'm not going to say choose because you like or choose because of this. You just choose. You got 2 videos to choose, and you choose one, okay? So those are the 2 main points. How are you going to get on the same page? Well, so I'm going to cover some things. Let me just put it this way, okay? I was trying to explain to my mom and dad right now, and today is the solstice, 2012, by the way. We just, we're 5 minutes in Italy right now. We're about 13, but don't worry about some of this shit that I'm saying. Don't worry about it. If you don't understand it, you can Google it, but I'm just rambling on. I'm giving you the date, okay? It's 5 after midnight, so technically we're just into the 22nd of June. Excuse my tangents, okay? It's in American right now, you'd say, dude, it's, you know, late Thursday night, but it's actually technically early Friday morning here in Italy, June 21st. Excuse me, June 22nd. That's my point, 2012. And right now, anywhere you are, what I was trying to explain to my parents is that right now, at this time, you might be watching this a year from now, a day from now, or 10,000 years from now. I don't give a shit. But right now, it's June 22nd, 2012. Okay? So anywhere in the world, I don't give a fuck where you are. If you clear your browser, some of you might not know what it means, but what I'm trying to say is that in most parts of the world, if you get on a computer, especially a computer that's not yours, like an internet center or something like that, and for example, you want to type, okay, let's say that you want to hear a song by Peter Frampton, and it's called "Do You Feel Like We Do" or "Do You Feel Like I Do?" Okay, so you want to hear the song by Peter Frampton. Okay, now anywhere in the world right now, if you type Peter Frampton, it's going to give you, especially if you type Peter Frampton, "Do you feel like I do" or "Do you feel like we do?" It's going to give you the song. Okay. What I'm doing right now, which is what I was trying to explain to my mom and dad, but it confused them in some ways more than anything, is that I've also arranged it so that it doesn't matter where you are in the world right now. Most computers, again, if you want to get technical, you'd have to clear your cache. But most computers, if you want to Google or Yahoo or Bing or YouTube or whatever, if you resurrect Alta Vista, if you search, if you type these words, okay, if you type these words, I like Freebird, all one word, and T, but that's spelled T-I, okay? If you type that anywhere in the world, you're gonna, with the couple of, and then you follow the instructions, one of the second links that you can find, it takes you straight to, Peter Franklin's song. So in other words, right now, for example, if I want to hear Peter Franklin's song, I type I like Freebird and T-I, okay? Boom. And with it, another click, I get to Peter Franklin's song. Now that's what I call hijacking, if you will, because now anywhere in the world, if you type it, I've hijacked, I've rerouted you from Google, so to speak, to my video, and then from the video you can get to Peter Franklin's song. It would be a reciprocal hijack if Peter Franklin were to decide, hypothetically speaking, hey, you know, when people type Peter Franklin, I want them to go to, you know, the Tookie or whatever, because I'm Tookie, you know, and he'd have to know how to do that. Okay, it's actually easy. You don't need to be a hacker. We're not going to get into that now, but you can do it too. We can get into that if you want some other time. The easiest way, like if you can get your YouTube channel and you type A, B, C, D, J, K, no, but you have to type something that nobody else has typed, and you manage to click through different links enough times that the YouTube robots will know, oh, okay, A, B, C, D, 09, MNC, ZX, 3, you know, $, whatever, you know, the robots are going to, boom, find you. So then you start figuring out which robots are following which words, and you kind of play with it, you know. So you don't need to be a hacker, you don't need any special equipment or anything like that. It just takes practice, and it's a fluid thing, so what works today might not work tomorrow. But what does this have to do with, you know, Papa John, deliver my ugly girls? What does it have to do with choosing between one video and another video, and what does it have to do with being on the same page? So here we go. We're 7 minutes, 25 seconds in. Let's see if we can do this before the 15-minute mark. So being on the same page means right now, for example, anywhere in the world, okay, no, let's put it this way. What does the word house mean? If I say house, what do you think? And if I say boat, what do you think? Okay. Well, you know, you could have somebody say, well, you know, my house is, I live on a boat, but to me it's like a home, or I don't, you see what I'm saying? Something as simple as house or boat. You know, what, sorry, I hate these shots, but anyway, what, people might not even be on the same page about what is a house, what is a boat, because somebody might live in a boat and say, that's my house. Somebody might have their home and they say, to me, metaphysically, my house is a boat, or maybe it's floating down the fucking river. Yeah, if your house is floating down the river, is that a house or is that a boat? So being on the same page in my book means this, that going back to the YouTube search field, at least 60% of the people, anytime, not just today, but, you know, throughout, you know, decent amounts of time, like if you type house, a picture of a fucking house comes up. And in my book, it's got walls and a fucking roof or something like that, and it's on ground, okay? And then 60% of the people, at least 60% of the people, when they type boat, it's a fucking thing that floats on the fucking water, and it's designed to fucking float on the fucking water, okay? And then when you type houseboat, you get all your combinations in between. So you'd have 3 words, you know, house, boat, and houseboat. And when at least 60% of the people agree, yeah, that's what I mean when I say house, and at least 60% of the people agree and say, that's what I mean when I say boat. And at least 60% of the people, or at least 56-something% of the people agree, yeah, that's a houseboat. That's when I say houseboat, that's what I'm talking about. Boom, then you're on the same page. Maybe not every, you know, in heaven, everybody's on the same page, 100%. Well, no, that's questionable, because maybe in heaven you want disagreement. So, but anyway, a pure state of harmony, everybody, when I say house, you think it's got walls and a fucking roof. And when I say boat, you think it's designed to fucking float in the water, okay? But if 100% of us agree on that, then we have complete harmony on that specific point. If less than 100% of us agree with that, then we have in complete harmony. I'm saying is let's go with majority, about 50, 60, but more than 60%, you know. So now we're on the same page. Now I'm gonna throw semiotics on you, like, and I recommend you look up Jason J. Campbell but basically, don't worry about it if you don't understand everything I'm saying. But I'm going to make like I'm talking to Jason right now. Jason J. Campbell, semiotics. Look it up. So the thing is now we've got a signifier, which you know, the word house. Sorry, Jay. I'm also bearing in mind that, you know, I'm hoping anybody be able to listen and understand what I'm saying. So you got the signifier, which is house, the word house. And at least 60% of the people agree, or agree that they agree, you know, that it's referring to the real, which is a fucking house, okay? Walls and a roof, or if you know what I mean, okay? So we've established a kind of connection between the signifier and the real, and we have majority in this hypothesis, where 60% of people say, that's what I mean when I say house. The signifier is by majority harmonized with the signified, and in this case, the signified is real. Or if you, let's not get too sidetracked. Now, the next step, however, would be instead of saying house and boat, we say ugly and beautiful, right? Shit, we're at 11:30. But what's ugly? What's beautiful? So you do the same thing, and when you YouTube it and you type ugly, and you YouTube it and you type beautiful, when 60% of people say, no, okay, this is ugly, and 60% of people say this is beautiful, fat chicks, I don't care who gets offended, they might be on both sides. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you know, just at that point you got democracy, and regardless of who gets offended and who says this is beautiful poetry, when it comes to the signifier and the signified, dude, if you're my pimp and I'm saying I like my bitches ugly, you better know what the fuck I mean. You can get on YouTube and you say, oh, when you say ugly, you mean, oh, okay, you want, yeah, when I say I want my bitches ugly, and Papa John delivered them, you know. But that's what I mean. Papa John means deliver. My bitches, my ugly bitches. Papa John delivered my ugly bitches. But what I'm saying is that, let's say that Coca-Cola and Nike want to sponsor a spokesperson, okay? And I'm saying now you're casting director, Coca-Cola and Nike, or it could be Pepsi and Adidas, are going to pay somebody big bucks, or they're going to tip somebody big bucks, or they're going to give it directly to the Carm Bank, the-carm-bank.com. But they Coca-Cola, and you know what? Make it Coke and Pepsi. Oh, actually, after you, make it Pepsi and Coke. Yeah, you know, piece of the world. Pepsi and Coke co-sponsor. They want a spokesperson. They want a spokesperson, and this spokesperson is going to be, wow, I'm the fucking spokesperson for Coke and Pepsi. By the way, with all due respect, on occasion I drink Pepsi, and I stopped drinking soft drinks long ago, but I'm a Coke guy, okay? Coca-Cola. I'm not talking about cocaine, although that song refers to it, but Coke, the soft drink, I think it beats Pepsi. There is a time for Pepsi, but I like Coke better, but that's not the point. Pepsi and Coke are co-sponsoring, imagine, and they want to find a spokesperson. I'm saying I'm going to provide 2 videos. Now, YouTube does this kind of thing already, but I'm saying I'm going to provide 2 videos, and my number 1, you're going to say choice, but bear in mind that if 60% of the people say choice on my number 1, then you're saying we want this bitch to be the spokesperson in our commercials and billboards, etc., 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 for Coke and Pepsi, okay? Pepsi and Coke. If, on the other hand, it's either choice or not choice, if you, on the comments field, you can write choice. Under a video, I say, this is video number 1. This is the bitch that I think is the best candidate for being the spokesperson for Pepsi and Coke. You can write choice, and they can say, wow, this person wrote choice. I'm not going to flag you for spam. If you write it 100 times, it means you want to write it 100 times. Then people can put their money on it too. But the point is the democracy, okay? But you can go in there and write not choice, and then people can click to your link and say, and then you'd be able to say not choice. You know, you got my attention now. Maybe you can say that you want Charlie Sheen to be the spokesperson for Coke. You know, no problem. But he's busy or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's just see what happens, and I think we can do this another 50, I mean, I think I wrapped it up in another 50 minutes. I hope so.